Isaiah chapter 6 and verse 5. This is Isaiah. Then said I, woe is me, for I am undone and ruined, because I am a man of unclean lips. Verse 8. Verse 8. It says, and I also heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send, and who will go for us? Then said I, here am I, send me. And this is a prophetic word to the nation Nigeria. The reason why we are experiencing so much discomfort and we are experiencing so much pain is because we have gotten to that climax where we should transition. Election is next year. Everybody will start prophesying now. We then begin to endorse people God has not appointed. Anybody can come up tomorrow and say, this is the next president of the country. If he does not have the legal binding to do that stuff, what he's doing is out of place. That is why many of the prophecies, have you wondered, why is it that all of the prophecies we have given concerning the nation has failed? Many persons are doing what God has not sent them. You know, everybody just wants to be a part of the crowd. The reason why we've not appointed the king God has chosen for us so far is because we have not aligned as a people. The people who have the accurate prophetic word for the nation Nigeria are still in the secret. They are not yet in the open. God is preparing them for a age. God is preparing them for a time. How do you believe the counsel of a man when he begins to speak onto something national? You believe his counsel because God would not just give a prophetic word without a counsel first. God will first communicate landmarks, and it is in these landmarks we now begin to have entrances. The nation Nigeria would not just bet prophecy if we don't trace them back in landmarks. So a people can have an understanding of those timelines, follow these timelines, even without saying this is our king. Everybody would know that this is our king. But the Church of Nigeria has failed in this responsibility. We don't show people and track people back in prophetic timelines. We don't teach people prophetic timelines. We don't teach people landmarks. That is why we are attempting to gain entrances, and it's seeming like the door is shut. Not every door is an entrance. Not every door in the spirit is an entrance system for God. You follow what I'm saying? Not every opened door in the spirit is an entrance system God can take advantage of. The one God can take advantage of is not always on the open. The one God can take advantage of is in the secret. Only men in the cave find that door. Not everybody have access to entrances. This entrance is the one that bets. Do you follow what I'm saying? This entrance is the one that fulfills prophecy, and not everybody have access to that. Entrances first comes to men as secrets. The Bible says the secret of the Lord is with them that fear him. And then Amos chapter 3 verse 7 says, surely the Lord will not do a thing except he has first revealed to his servant, the prophet. So God communicates it as a secret. Entrances are first secret. It is secret that becomes prophecies. So how do we know the next president of our country? It is discovered not in the open place. You don't know the next president by just listening to a man of God. You know the next president because you have a witness in your spirit in the secret place. So those who appoint kings, they do it in the secret. So then there can be a prophetic band. That's what I want to show you tonight. There would be a prophetic band that sees to it that this person is bettered. This prophecy is bettered. So God was asking, who shall go for us? That question is not just who shall go for us. The question is, who will go for us? Now, this is an interpretation to this. Who shall go for us is this. Anybody can go for God. If God comes today and says, I want to send the people, I want to send you on an assignment, and then God meets 50 of us in this house, I can assure you that 99.9% of persons will say I would go. So the problem is not just men. It's not about men. The Bible says many are called, only few are chosen. So the provisions came for many persons, but only few persons has that will, whose will can align with the will of God. Do you follow what I'm saying now? So who will go for us is the one who understands the will of God, and his will is in unionism with the will of God. So if God says who will go for us, the reason why some of the persons we have endorsed today in church as president, are you following what I'm saying at all? The reason why many of them are not presidents, and you know why many of them get there and they don't do well, is because their will sent them. Their will did not have a union with the will of the Spirit, the will of God. so that the purposes and plans of God can come to pass. So who will go for us is whose will can make unionism with the will of God, so that this person can be sent on our behalf. So this person is not going on his name. This person is going in his name. That is why this person can then represent the church. But how many of our leaders is representing the church? That's the reason why many times God has not found the man that can go for us. So the church is saying now, who would go for us? As a body, as a system, who will go for us? Who will go and represent us? And we have a will as that of the Father, but we have not found. The next president of the nation is who will go for us. It's still a vacancy in the realm of the spirit as at today, 1246, August 1st, 2026. There is still a vacancy. God is still asking. The church is still asking, who will go for us? How we begin to know our representative is, number one, does his will aligns with the will of God? If Esther would not stand as our representative, let Vashti still remain as a queen, or someone else take her place. And the problem, when we don't have who will go for us, we would always extend the hand of the clock. And a journey of 40 days will become 40 years. People would keep staying in pain, discomfort. Number two, who will go for us must be a part of the prophetic band. This one is very important though. 1 Samuel chapter 10. The Bible says, and verse 1, and Samuel poured a vial of oil. And Samuel poured a vial of oil on Saul and said, is it not because the Lord has appointed you as king, as captain over his inheritance? The one who will go for us must be a part of the prophetic band, because it is on the strength of the prophetic band it will be sustained. The day God finds a sincere person and God sees that this person's will aligns with my will, he says, I would send this one. That the entrance we are seeking is a people that aligns, number one, with the will. Number two, a part of the prophetic band. Number three, who will go for us? Number three, the assignment of the one who would go for us is to prophesy. All of us may not know who God is sending, but our participation in prayers this season, are you following what I'm saying, can constitute the prophetic band, so that the David that will be raised from our loins will emerge. We may not know, are you following me, until it gets there, but our engagement in prayers has appointed him there. And when he gets there, Samuel said, when you encounter the prophetic band, you would prophesy. What does it mean to prophesy? You would become a visible reality of all that God intends for you in that season. So your life would be a proof that God said, and God said,